Today I'm gonna build a new LEGO vignette based on Ahsoka Episode 3. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here you can see the first two LEGO MOCs that I built for Episode 1 and Episode 2 of Ahsoka. And now it's time to retrieve my Ahsoka minifigure from this scene, put her back together and start to build the scene from Episode 3. So the scene that we are gonna represent today is when Ahsoka is looking at Huyang training Sabine at the beginning of the episode. So we are going to put Ahsoka on the side and bring in our base that is again a 16 by 16. You can already see that I tiled up everything and it's not really a perfect partner for the scene, but I try to recreate that central rounded pattern at the center with a couple of different colors. But then I don't have any additional curved tile to finish up all this circle all the way. So there's some gaps there, but I don't really mind. They can just stay there and it's fine. Outside, I use a bit of this dark red. I use a little bit of this dark red as well as a corner tile so that I can use these shield pieces in light gray to finish up the floor. And I think it works kind of okay. Probably 10 would have worked here as well, but I don't have any of those because they are all in my Bandits of Golak mock. Now let's start to build up the wall. Let's start from this side. So what I wanted to create here is those patterns in the wall at the back. So basically we have some sort of lights, some striped lights going on the side. So this is what I created here. I use, because I don't have much bricks in this color now, in dark gray, I decided to use some brackets and then come out. So brick, bracket, plate and tile is as wide as the two studs. So here I can create this wall pattern without bricks. On the side here, I decided to add a little detail coming up to create the effect of a rounded roof over to the inside this ship. Actually they are inside Ahsoka ship, and then also a rounded corner here on the side. Now we need to complete the scene over here. Here I have a few bricks left in dark gray, so I decided to put them in a good use here. I just need to slide them in here and complete the wall. So you can see here we have a little bit of a mix between tiles and bricks, but everything is nice and flush except for this light that I decided to put inside a little bit, inset a little bit with the jumpers. Unfortunately, I don't have this piece in dark gray, so I decided to keep the black one, but it's not going to be seen much because in front here we're going to have the characters. On top, a little bit of details to make the roof a little bit, the top of the wall a little bit rounder, and then I top everything with some black tiles like on the side here to frame it a little bit. I could have gone maybe a little bit taller because this is then the comparison with the size of the minifigure, but more or less I'm okay with that. Now let's move to this side of the wall before we jump into the minifigure. So this is a little bit of a more tricky part. So here is the big wall that I created. So here we have some accessories that later Ahsoka will use to train Sabine. She will put the helmet and try to block her vision to continue her training. Here again is a mix of plates, bricks and studs on the side with some brackets and with some modified bricks. Okay, so this is gonna be mounted more or less here, but again I'm completely out of dark gray bricks. So what I decided to do is to use again some tiles here, plates and tiles. So here I'm basically doing the same thing that I did at the bottom there. So now we have a wall that is nice and flash aligned with the rest of the studs. Now give me a second to push everything down and connect nice and solid. There we go. Now over there I wanted to get a little bit more rounded corner. So even though the alignment is not perfect, there is a slight gap there, but this gives a little bit of an idea. And we can close this off to complete the framing with the black tiles. Over here again, I didn't have any 1x2, I only have 1x1, so this time I decided to use some smaller brackets to create this pattern on the side, and then I stick again, plates and tiles with a little bit of additional details on top. Over here we can frame everything again, bring this up to align with these cheese loops that again give a little bit of rounded edge on top of the wall. Now that the scene is set, we need to bring in the minifigure, and that was a troublesome problem because I have an Ahsoka minifigure, I don't have Sabine, I don't have Huyang. So let's see what I did. So let's start with Sabine. I put together this minifigure. I initially thought about using this hairpiece that has a bit of purple on the front, but is mostly black and with long hair, so it doesn't fit very well. I decided to get this short hair in red. At least it's a little bit more colorful, and I think it fits Sabine a little bit better. I remove one arm, so you can see this one I can actually move, and then I can just push it towards the attachment there. In this way I can get both arms to connect in a nicer like motion like movement. Otherwise, normal minifigure, I would have to put the bar straight or only in one end. So I think this was a good compromise to get Sabine in her fighting position. And now we have Huyang. Again, I don't have the minifigure, so this is what I came up with. Everything is brick built. I have a couple of skinny legs with some sticks coming up. I have this T-bar that connect the two legs with the rest of the body. And then over at the center, I use a Travis brick, studs on four sides. So at the bottom, it connects here, where I have one of these minifigure accessories to create this sort of skirt kind of thing. At the front, I have an ingot to create a little bit the chest of the figure. I run a bar through the middle so that I can connect two droid arms over here and attach then the cylinders. Here I mentioned I have the ingot. For the head, I have this angle stud to which I added this sort of end. I don't know exactly from which set this comes from. Maybe you can let me know. So I think it reminds a little bit the shape of the head of Huyang. And then at the back, I added a modified plate, again with two more droid arms at different angle, so we can have these training light cylinders coming two vertical and two horizontal. This is basically just one bar that runs through one cylinder, one stud, and one tile, and then it can connect this way to the droid arms, and then I can just connect one leg to the floor over here in the center and get Huyang ready in position to train Sabine. Let me know what you think about this build. It was pretty simple and straightforward. I trying to find the best solution I could to make this scene with the parts that I have available in my collection. That's something I often do in my channel. If I don't have the parts I need, then I will try to find a different solution to achieve what I wanted. And I think at the end it works out pretty well. Same size as the one that I built last week. Let me know what you think about this one. I will probably build more scenes from Ahsoka as the new episode roll out every week. And if you like Ahsoka, I highly recommend you to go and check out my Ahsoka chibi figure that I built on the channel some time ago, and you can find the video here on the left. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Ciao, ciao!